What is going on, everyone? Rownin here. Today I want to react to a video from HexJuice. I'm not going to monetize this video. The reason I want to do this is because, I mean, we're all familiar with HexJuice, right? She kind of caught the tech tone wave, right? She shit on him at first and then kind of switched sides and was, you know, a little bit of wishy-washy, whatever. This is just my observation, okay? Don't take it personal if you're a HexJuice fan. I'm a fan myself. But, you know, she's been putting out, like, quite a few videos where it's like, don't overhype it, complete failure, right? And so I'm curious to see what she says. Although watching her content, she has been, for the most part, been fairly positive about the game, and some are even calling her a shill for the most part when it comes to the game. But I am curious to see what she deems the worst parts about Wuthering Waves, and we can see if we can agree on this or not.
I'm trying to think of all of the things that I hate about this game right now.
You know, there seems to be so much hate, and it seems to only be coming from Genshin Impact players because they're worried, right? But I wish that they would see that it's so healthy for Genshin Impact. If there's competition on both sides, the games only strive to get better and better, and that's only a positive.
I've been told that I'm shilling too hard. Like, I'm not allowed to like anything. If I like anything and I'm complimentary of anything or positive about anything, then I'm a writer. If I'm negative about anything, I'm a drama farmer. So I
never noticed her model. It actually looks like a sticker. Like, it's got the white border.
decided I'm gonna make a video about all of the worst things regarding Wuthering Waves.
Okay. I see what she's doing.
One of my least favorite things regarding Wuthering Waves at this point, a problem that I think is very easily fixable as well, is that the tether has way too long of a cooldown. It's a little bit over 11 seconds, which makes it generally a bit useless.
Okay, you can tell that she's like, she had to think hard about that. She's really searching for something because that is so, I mean, do you know what I mean? To call that out. I mean, I agree. I actually do agree, but to actually put that out to the public, like that's like nitpicking, you know what I mean? Like she had to try real hard to think about the stuff she dislikes about the game, which is a good thing.
I think part of that is because they don't want you using it too much when you are in battle, but I think that could be fixed by just giving it a cooldown while it's in battle specifically. But having the tether only be available to you once every 11 seconds in terms of traversal and exploration makes it feel not very good. I think that the
I can see what she's saying, but I kind of disagree. And the reason is because this is the first exploration, battle focused gotcha RPG that we've gotten that even has a tether. All the other ones don't. So I'm happy with it regardless. Yeah, could it be shorter and would that be nicer? Of course. But fucking, I'm happy to just have it.
Grappling hook / tether should absolutely and 100% be its own button and not just be on the scroll wheel of things that you use, because the problem
I key bound it to my mouse button. It's so much more better. Do that.
is I'll, you know, bring out the sensor. I'll use this for
But
whatever
I see what
reason,
she's saying.
and then I'll try to use a grappling hook, and I can't. This is an exploration utility, and the rest of these are more logistical utilities. Another issue I have with this game, actually, really quickly, is I cannot stand the fact that I have to log in every time. It's not like the biggest deal. God forbid I have to take 10 extra seconds to put in my password and username every time I get into
That's weird because I don't.
the game, but I feel like that could be fixed pretty easily. I thought that it was
That might just be personal error there.
supposed to be fixed. However, thus far, I still do have to log in every single time. I don't know if that's because I'm on the Google Play version of this game. So it might literally just be Google Play has not fixed that. I have no idea. But
yeah, I don't have this
not
problem.
Have to log in every time I get into the game. It's very annoying. Another issue I have with this game, I want to get into a fight with a couple different enemies. Give me just a second. But I'd like to point out first, before anybody says, well, you can turn it off, HexJuice. I have turned off all of the options for camera correction, combat, assisted aiming. All this stuff is off. However, there is still an auto locking in this
There's
game
camera issues
against my will.
100%.
It is worse, very specifically.
I agree.
With ranged characters, which is probably why it
agree.
annoys me very badly because I play Encore. But there's an auto lock in this game that you can't turn off. It is against my will, and it will dead ass forces me to use the locking mechanic in this game, and I can't stand it. Okay, here's an example, right? I'm trying to hit the enemy that I'm facing, and it'll hit the enemy that I was hitting previously against my will. See, I'm trying to hit the big fat guy. It's hitting the girl behind him because it's auto-locking sort of like without my choice. So it forces me to auto-lock on the character that I actually want to hit, or else it will hit someone completely random. And I would just really like this auto-lock thing to be completely removed from the game. And that's not even the worst example of it, because sometimes I will be facing a character and it will be hitting an enemy literally behind me. So
Okay, this is what I have to say about this. She is correct. I 100% agree. There are some camera issues, especially when it comes to combat. But I'm also very, very confident that Kuro will address this, and rather quickly, right? What we need to do as content creators and players is give feedback and say, this is an issue. And you know what? Kuro has proved time and time again that they will address this. They have yet to fail us in this matter, so everybody point this out so that they see it and it will be addressed.
So we know that if you get too far from a boss or an enemy, it's going to reset, right? That happens in every game. Totally normal, totally fine. The problem that I have in this game right now, and I don't know whether this is intended because it does also happen in Towered Adversity, which is kind of a problem. The problem is that the boss itself will take you to the very, very edge of its own reset distance and then reset. It really sucks to be
I have not
most of the
had
way
this
through a
happen.
boss fight, and then the boss is like, actually, I'm gonna go take a nap and heal to full health really quick. The problem is it's not entirely clear where the arena is. And so
I haven't had this happen at
not
all.
even that far out, because you'd think that
No,
this
you
is
get
still
up on
more or
that
less
hill
the
and it's
arena
gonna
because
reset.
It's got this, like, you know, circular thing, and here it's reset. So this is realistically.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't think that this is a problem. I think it is completely fine. I think it is it is solely up to the player to have that spatial awareness in this type of game. I think skill issue. Sorry, that's just what I think.
Not far outside of the arena. In most games, I would not expect this to be a distance at which you would be resetting. I think that it would be very helpful to either make the boundaries of the arena more clear with an actual indicator, or to just expand the reach of the arena. Also, you'll see, he'll come with me.
No, I actually disagree. I think the game wants you to be able to, like, let's say you go into this boss fight under leveled. I think they want you to be able to run away because you know you're getting your ass kicked. And I just think this is totally fine. This isn't an issue at all.
He's a very fast, speedy motorcycle boss. So he's coming with me outside of the arena.
Yeah, but like
And now he's gonna reset. There we go. This
No.
is not so far outside of the arena that I would expect that it would reset ever.
Nah, see, it is for me. I would 100% expect that. The boundary, the arena itself is clearly defined
Because
by the change of terrain, right? And so if you're being pushed to the outer edge, I think it is up to the player to understand and have that spatial awareness, that skill to be like, I need to stay, like, I think that's fine personally. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments.
it is a circle of rocks. So it needs to either be larger, there needs to be some kind of
No,
warning or indicator
this is a huge ass arena.
that it's going to reset, or there needs to be
I
an
totally
indicator
disagree
of
with that.
where
I'm
the
sorry,
actual
Hex, I
arena
love you.
ends. But it's not at all clear. At all clear.
It
Where
is.
the arena starts and
It is. What are you talking about? Look, the arena is the change of terrain. It is a clear arena.
ends, and it's very, very irritating to get through a boss, especially if you're struggling with it and you're really having to get into it, and the boss just resets after you've done like 3/4 of its health because you went like a couple steps outside of an arena that seems to be part of where you're supposed to be able to battle the boss. This is such an annoying bug. It's kind of funny the first time it happens, but it keeps happening. I've seen a lot of people have it on Twitter. I had actually seen it on Twitter, and then it happened to me, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that one's a real one. This boss will yeet you into oblivion. It'll yeet you onto the top of
Which
a mountain
boss
on the
is
side
this?
of their boss arena. And
Is this the turtle?
It's funny the first time, but it does keep yeeting you. I got yeeted
The
at
harem.
like a
Okay.
lesser distance as well.
No way.
Okay, he needs to fly up, and then I'm gonna intro skill.
Here we go.
There we go. There, I got it! See?
Wow. I have not experienced that, but yeah, this is something that they will fix, obviously, right? This is just a little bug. And the way I would explain that this is happening is because as soon as the boss flies up, you're still locked on in a sense, whether it's the auto targeting system or you're actually locked on, and then you transition and it literally brings you up to where he is. Just a bug of that kind of sort, which is kind of weird, but they'll fix it.
I got yeeted up into
Especially now that HexJuice
oblivion.
has made the video, right?
So this is not great.
Hasn't reset. Hey, this is hilarious. She's clearly outside of the arena, but he hasn't reset yet. So it kind of nullifies her own point before. But I do think it should reset because you're clearly outside of the arena here.
Ideal. It's just a bug. You know what? It just makes me hate the game. It's just the worst game ever when it does that. Another thing that is really annoying.
What? That makes you hate the game? Oh, come on. Hey, Hex, it seems like you're really trying. You know, just because you've had people call you a shill, you're trying to find these things and hate it. And it's like, man, I mean, I get it. There might be times where I might even try and do the same thing, right? Like if I'm shilling too hard and everybody's calling me out on it, I might do this same kind of shit. So I get it.
Annoying in this game that is a pretty consistent problem among a lot of people actually is that the dialogue will cut off. So not only will the dialogue as it's voiced, like the VA will cut off at random if the voice line is too long, it'll also cut off on screen. So if it's more than 3 lines, the last bit of the line will be cut off on the screen as well. And this is especially true if you are using autoplay. Autoplay will cut off dialogue all the time and just start the next piece of dialogue.
Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation.
I have not experienced this. I have not experienced that. I did experience it in the beta.
Yang's VA, specifically in story, is god-awful. The actual character VA for Yang is really not that bad.
I've been able to hear what...
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's god-awful. I would say she's probably following the direction she was given. And the direction, right, the person who's in the studio giving the direction to the voice actors told her... Sorry, my cats are killing each other. Told the voice actors for Yang to be very soft-spoken and monotone, right? That's the only reason I would think that Yang sounds like this, because I've noticed it too. She does. She sounds very, it's boring. It's just boring.
The streams have to tell me for as long as I can remember.
Is it good? No. However, it's not nearly as bad in the storylines. I hate Shisha because her voice lines are bad no matter what. They're just god-awful. Holy shit, they're so bad.
The hero plays at Jinjo Theater are the bee's knees.
I just can't stand anything she ever says, and I hate her so much. What else do I...
Okay, I think that one's more personal, right? You're just irritated by her character. I think the voice acting for Chisha is, it's okay. It's better than Yang's,
I hate about this game. I hate that Encore is so fucking cute. Every time I look at Encore, I just get terrible cute aggression and...
For real, bro.
And I want to go on a murderous...
You're stretching. You're trying too hard to hate it.
Rampage because she's just so goddamn adorable. I hate that it's so fun
But
that I don't want to
it's
do my
funny,
job.
I guess.
I hate that
I
it's
get
so
it.
fun that I never want to make any videos and I never want to talk about anything critically and I have to like stop what I'm doing to do that because I'm just having so much goddamn fun. It's bullshit. I hate that the battle
Get
is
the
actually
fuck outta
sort
here.
of engaging and so that I have to actually pay attention when I fight or else I'll probably fail the fight.
You hate that? Go play Genshin then. What are you doing? You don't hate that. You're just saying it.
I hate that my ping is high. It doesn't matter. But it's a single player game and I don't need really good ping. But I mean, it's 100 right now and that's probably bad, right?
I agree with this, right? I agree with this. But again, they've done 7, 8 optimizations at this point. It's going to improve.
Green. I hate that there's a lot.
The developers truly, truly care. You know what? They have a goal and it's to be better than Genshin in almost every way. And they will not stop until they reach that point. And then once every aspect of their game is just better than Genshin, then they'll probably start to relax and like really, be like most gachas. Hopefully not. But that goal is driving them to, dude, these developers are top notch, man.
A lot of QOL and convenience features because it makes me feel sad because Genshin didn't have those and if they did they had them a year after the game came out and also they sucked real bad. I hate that I have to have Verena on my account because they gave me a free 5-star just because you know, and I really hate that I have to have her on my account because I don't like her design, even though she's really is the best support in the game, and
She's hella good. Who gives a fuck?
she's really nice.
I mean, I don't know. I get it. It's personal. I'm not one who like design doesn't make or break a character for me at all. It's simply how they perform in combat. That's me personally. But I know that there's players out there who are like this, so I guess I get it.
I really hate having her on my account, though. It's really bullshit.
Right?
I
I'm like
hate
trying
that
to play devil's
specifically
advocate.
The female main character is so hot because when I'm trying to do, like, listen to the story and hear the voice lines and understand what's going on, all I can do is think about her side of boba and go,
Can anybody confirm, is Hex lesbian or bisexual at all? Does anybody know? And maybe that's too personal. Maybe I'll get hate for it, but you know, she obviously, you know, does this quite often with female characters. I'm curious.
and I can't focus. They need to make her less sexy so that I can be a more effective adult. How
That's dumb.
am I supposed to care about
Make her more sexy.
the story when all I see is this? When all
More sexy, more players, more money.
I see is her thigh chub as well. My God, look at those things. It's
Yeah.
just not fair. It's inappropriate. I just hate this
It's
game.
not
I should probably
inappropriate.
just uninstall. She's just too hot and sexy. Oh,
I have a, you know, HexJuice herself is kind of monotone. So it's kind of hard to tell, like, and I don't watch her enough to really know, but you know, the past few things she's complained about, I think she's joking. I think she's honestly joking.
overall,
And satire,
on
you know
a
what I mean?
serious note, not, you know, pissing off Genshin Impact players or pissing off people who are upset or rage baiting or whatever it is else that I do. This is a good game. The characters are really cool.
Yeah,
the
it is good.
animations look really clean. When you are playing on a system that it works for, it's fantastic. The exploration is really smooth and really fun. The shiny hunting and the Pokemon, the echoes are really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
Really
I do think that they could improve the combat even further. As far as frame rates and just like and how smooth it feels, right? Because right now, look, I haven't played Genshin in over a year, right? I just haven't played it because I lost interest. It got boring to me. So go ahead, grab your fucking pitchforks and you know, and your torches. But the game got boring. However, the combat was so fluid. It was so responsive. And but you know, that is the result of, you know, 3-4 years of optimizing the game, right? So I think Wuthering Waves will get to a point where it is that responsive and is that smooth. You know, the game just released, so I'm so looking forward to it.
love the world. It's gorgeous, especially when you turn down your brightness. I highly recommend it. Put it down to like a third or 25% of
Yeah.
the total brightness, and your game is
Yeah, the world is good. Everybody who's saying it's too dim, motherfuckers, you're the one who complained that it was too or no, you guys flip-flopped. Now you're saying it's too bright, even though you were the ones who said it's too dim. Shut up. It's post-apocalyptic. This game is good. It has its own color scheme, right? It chose its own color palette. It didn't just take Hoyoverse's color palette and copy and paste it. They came up with their own colors, dude. I commend it, and I think it looks good.
going to look phenomenal. You'll be blown away by it. The characters are full of personality, at least the good ones. If you liked Genshin, I think you will genuinely like this game, regardless of like Hoyo hate or
About the characters and their personality. What if some of the characters are intended to be dull? That might be the case.
whatever. It's a fun game. I understand if you're having optimization issues. I suggest that you hold out because it's good. It's a fun game. I wouldn't say that I think it's a good game if I didn't think it was a good game. I guess what I've been thinking about is that it makes me feel sad that some people will not try this game just on the basis of it being similar to Genshin or because of
Yeah, man, these fucking Genshin Impact diehards, bro. You're slowly killing yourself. Not literally, but just mentally, emotionally. You're beating your head against a fucking brick wall because you will not try anything that is in competition with Genshin, and that's fucking sad. Dude, that's sad. It's a good game. It's sad.
of their like Hoyo love or whatever, because I think the games can actually coexist. They have to be.
Of course they
compared.
can.
Anybody saying that they shouldn't be compared is off their rocker. This game
They 100% should be compared because they will improve one another.
wouldn't exist if Genshin Impact didn't exist, and by nature of that.
What was it? Genshin Impact, at like the day after Wuthering Waves released, guess what Genshin Impact released? They said, oh, we're making the resin go up to 200 or something along those lines. Boom is a perfect example, right? That's their little small attempt, small adjustment to keep their fan base playing their game. And so what does that tell you? That tells you Wuthering Waves competition has improved Genshin Impact, and that is a good fucking thing.
Fact, you will never, ever, ever be able to play this game and it not be compared to Genshin. It will be compared to Genshin until the servers close for both games.
Yep.
I guess this is me wanting to acknowledge that I don't think the game is perfect. I play this game because I like it,
No, of
and
course
because
not.
I like open world RPGs.
Yeah.
I liked Genshin. Kuro Games cares about its community. It cares about its players, and they've made that abundantly clear. The communication has been delightful, and the extra words are nice. I wasn't gonna get Verena because I don't really like her character design, and I had other things that I wanted to get first. But
I actually
I am
think
glad
it's not
to
that
have her
bad
on
of a
my
design.
account because I got a free 5-star, and I'm glad for all of the characters I've gotten from all of the free wishes I've gotten, because Kuro cares. I guess this is a positive
Kuro
video.
does care.
Really join us, and you can still play Genshin Impact after if you want, but it's a really good game. Let me know what your favorite character is in the comment section on YouTube. Let me know if you're still having issues. I've heard a lot of people, their issues are getting fixed at this point, a lot of PC especially. I will see you guys next time. I have been streaming daily on twitch.tv/hex_juice, and I stream at 10 a.m. PST. So come hang out if you'd like to have a fun time. We're really enjoying the game, exploring a lot of stuff, and I'm taking it very slow. I am in no way speed running to the end of this game because I want to enjoy it as long as possible.
I wish I was doing that because I played the beta, and so like I don't want to repeat the same story I've had. Although there are some slight differences and some newer things that they put in the middle, bits and pieces that are pretty interesting. And on those parts I do listen, but I kind of regret playing the beta just a little bit.
I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
All right. Props to HexJuice. I hope you're totally okay with me reacting to this. I've been watching you for a while, and for the most part, I am a fan. And is she correct on all of her assessments? I do agree with the vast majority of what she said, although some of the things she said that I did disagree with, I think she's saying in satire and kind of joking about. And you know, kind of stretching and trying hard to find these, like she's nitpicking, right? To kind of save face with maybe some of her own audience that have been calling her a shill, which I totally understand. I don't even fault you for that, because, you know, if I were your size and I were growing as fast as you were, you know, I would probably be doing the same kind of shit. So ultimately, I agree, right? There is some small things. The whole arena boss thing, that's the one thing I do disagree with, for sure. Voice acting, yes, it needs improvements. Yeah, and I chimed in myself by saying I hope the combat gets a little bit more smoother and responsive. It already is pretty good, but, you know, we want it to be on Genshin's level, if not better. That way Genshin can improve itself again, right? But anyway, let me know what you guys think. What do you hate about Wuthering Waves? Put it down in the comments section. If you're just a Genshin dick rider, don't watch my fucking video. And if you did watch it, especially don't leave a comment. And if you do, I'm going to ignore it. It's as simple as that. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch. Twitch.com/Rownin_II. I'll see you in the next one.